Alright, let me tell you a story that maybe you can utilize to get a bunch of manga basically for free. Now, you may be hearing this for the 1000th time, or you may be new here. I recently moved within the last month and a half. Living in my new apartment, I needed internet, obviously. I won't tell you the details of the deal, but essentially when I signed up with an internet company, I got $200 for free. Now, I'm in a blessed position that I don't have to decide every single month whether I'm going to pay the electric bill or I'm going to pay the water bill. So essentially with this new Visa gift card that I could literally spend on anything, and gas prices being sky high, what better way to spend that money than to let random people on the internet decide exactly what should arrive at my house and be on my bookshelf? Because nothing could go wrong in that statement. Right? Also, I missed the answer of who's on your wallpaper. This is Marin Kitagawa from My Dress Up Darling. She's an absolute cutie. She's the best girl of winter 2022. So chat, I did leave a Google form for anyone who wants to know. I made a Google form and I allowed you all to kind of get the Disney Fast Pass. I did have a couple clauses. We're not gonna do the dupes clause, right? If I already have the volume, I'm just gonna skip over it. Max spending of $200 because that's all the free money I have, essentially. I can't do the box set. The box sets, if you link it, it's going to be saved for last. And, you know, Right Stuff, I'd prefer if you leave a Right Stuff link. We are going to start off with the #1 entry. Let's see what it was. Let's see. This one is coming from Gosh Darn It Mel, one of my moderators, one of my longtime viewers. Mel linked me Witch Hat Atelier Volume 1. I've actually seen this manga when I was working at the Barnes & Noble, which I saw this a lot at Barnes & Noble, and I was able to browse through a couple pages. This is actually a really, really beautiful series. Like, the art is absolutely beautiful. I don't know much about the story, but I've heard a lot about the art, and I've seen some of the art in this, and it's very, very cool. I'm very, very happy to put this in the cart, Mel. Thank you for the recommendation. Maybe I shouldn't have closed out of that yet. The next one. This one is from Maki. I don't think... Okay, so this is the one that I gotta find. We're gonna put this one on the save for later, because this is an older series that is pretty hard to find. I mean, as you see, volume 8 no longer available on Right Stuff. So if we have any extra money, I need to go to like Amazon or eBay or something and find that one. It's a little bit too old, but this next one I know is there because this is a relatively new series. This is a relatively new series, Saint Young Men. This is an interesting series. I think this is a comedy, I believe. This is like Jesus and Buddha. I'm not really a religious person, for those of you that don't know, but it's basically a comedy from Kodansha. I always say that wrong the first time. This is a hardcover series, Saint Young Men. They're omnibus volumes. I've heard that this is good. When I worked at the Barnes & Noble, I saw a couple people that actually check this out, the later series as well, because, I mean, as of right now, there's 7 volumes of these omnibus out there. So, like, people have read this series. And I've heard really, really good things about this. So, we're going to add it to the cart, chat. We're going to add this one to the cart. Saint Young Men. Kind of excited. I'm looking for a new comedy, to be honest. Like, a lot of what I get is either like hardcore romance, action harem, or like shonen. So I need like some good comedies in my life. Mr. Darth Bean giving us the next one. So this is a cool one, in my opinion. Super Sentai Himetsu Sentai Goranger. This is basically the manga that inspired Power Rangers. Essentially, this is a classic manga. This is like reprinted hardcover omnibus volumes from Mr. Darth Bean. This is cool. If you like Power Rangers growing up, I think that this could be a cool series to collect. I mean, you can obviously tell how this is Power Rangers basically, right? I mean, look at it. The only difference is that they got numbers on their head. That's basically what this is. But this is kind of a cool series. I also like how the number correlates to the amount of like V's that they have on their chest. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4? Okay, I mean, sure. Visor is a V. Yeah, visor is a V. Oh, so that's his 5th one. Oh, his little like mask thing. Oh, that makes so much sense. You know what? You're the smart one. But this is a cool one. This is a cool classic that we can add to the collection to the bookshelf. And let's see, what are we at now? We're at 47, so we're not even a fourth of the way. We're almost at a fourth of the way, but we're not at a fourth of the way yet. Okay, the next one we got is actually one that I've already started collecting, but I already have volume 1 of Otokoi. I highly recommend it. It's a super, super funny rom-com. Very, very good. Very, very funny. I already have volume 1 though. The only one that I need as of right now is volume 4. So let's go see if Otokoi has volume 4 in stock, because if it does, I'll count it and add it to the cart. No, this has like never been in stock. I'm signed up for the email alert. Didn't know you were following it. I've watched the anime. I still have to watch the OVAs. Because the OVAs like actually end the series. So like Otokoi is omnibus volumes. They're basically like 2 volumes from the Japanese versions and combine them in English for anybody who's not read this before. And the final one, this is the final one of the series. It's coming out May 24th. So mark that on your calendars for all you Otokoi fans. If you want volume 5, which is the newest one right now, you can get it right now. And also 1 and 2 if you want to start. Very great series. Highly recommend it. But yeah, volume 4 is the only one that I need from this. So let's go to the next one of the list. So this is one that Maki has presented. So I got to pull this up. Soul Eater. So actually, I am actually collecting the perfect editions of Soul Eater. I've actually got volumes 1 through 6 already of the perfect editions, and I'm getting ready to pre-order volume 7. So just want to say, Maki, you did recommend Soul Eater, but I've already got all the Soul Eater ones as of right now. Very, very good series though. Highly recommend series. I've read through the first 2 volumes, I think, of the perfect edition of Soul Eater. Very, very good. Soul Eater is the same artist that made Fire Force. Fire Force just recently ended. Very, very good art. Very, very cool series. I'm excited to keep reading because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 volumes to read of Soul Eater, which the perfect editions are more than 4 of the original volumes. I don't know how many. I think it's like 1.5 volumes or something like that. It's very, very cool. I'm very, very ready to continue reading it. Ooh, this next one I am actually interested in because, chat, I have, let me put this over here so that they don't leak my address. This is Restaurant to Another World. So this is actually a cool anime that aired. I think season 2 just aired this fall. Restaurant to Another World. It's basically exactly what it sounds like. Mythical beasts coming to a restaurant. It's all about food. It's all about meals. It's basically like a bunch of short stories of characters that encounter this restaurant and experience like top of the line cuisine of their like favorite foods. It's so good. It makes my mouth water so much. Great if you love food. You know, you liked Food Wars, but maybe you didn't like the octopus in Food Wars. Add this one to your anime list. Restaurant to Another World. Very, very cool. Thank you, Mr. Darth Bean, for recommending it. So the next one, I actually don't know anything about, chat. I don't know anything about this series. This is Princess Jellyfish. I don't know anything about this series. I can't tell. Is it like older? It's actually not that old. March of 2016. It looks like an older style of art, which I definitely appreciate. They don't have volume 1 in stock though. I wonder if I can find volume 1 pretty easily. We'll save this one for later, the Princess Jellyfish, because one, I don't want to buy a like an imperfect volume. I want to buy the pristine volume, and we got to start off with volume 1, right? Because I don't have it. Very interesting. I don't really know like what's it about. What is this about? This is also an omnibus format. Interesting. A fascination with jellyfish. He's loved them from a young age and has carried that love with her to a new life to the city of Tokyo. A safe haven for girl geeks who regularly gush over things from trains to Japanese dolls. At a pet shop, crosses paths with one of the things that has been desperately trying to avoid. Beautiful and fashionable woman. There's much more to this than trendy clothes. The odd encounters the beginning of the new expected paths of Tsukimi and her friends. Interesting. So this is probably the fashion girl, and then this is probably the main character. I forget her name. Sumiki. Interesting. And then these are her friends. We'll look for volume 1 later if we've got more money in the budget. Star Trek the manga. So this is one that Mr. Darth Bean has recommended. Star Trek. I didn't realize that Star Trek had the manga. If you're a Trekkie, it's a fun read. I wonder if they have Star Trek the Manga Volume 1? Okay, Star Trek the Ultimate Edition manga. You may also like Neon Genesis Evangelion. Heard many great things about Evangelion. Member price of $1.99? What? You see that? Is that a typo? Heck it, we're just gonna add it to the cart. It's $1.99. Let's look at this Ultimate Edition. It's $4.99. Star Trek first 3 volumes. Oh yeah, hold on. Wait, okay, we're gonna take that other one off then. And then we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to this. And then we're gonna add this one. If it's the first 3 volumes. Yeah, it's $5. Why wouldn't I? 3 volumes of Star Trek the manga? Insane. I'll do it. All right, so we got $61 as of right now. All right, I don't think I know this one either. Neko Monogatari. Interesting. The box set, it's a novel series. Oh, are these like one-of stories? This is a really cute art right here. Black is the first one. Okay, so let's do this one. The Cattail novel. This was made in 2017. It's a romance. Following the high note of family ties with the previous installment concluded. The previous installment concluded, preceding it chronologically. Oh, so this was made after the final like volume, but it's like JJK 0 to where it's like the very beginning. This is cool art on this too. We're adding it. I'm interested to see what this is all about. There's a Blu-ray, so I guess like it's got an anime as well. What is this? Wak Wak Manga Volume 1. No reviews yet. $6. Shonen Jump manga. This is interesting. Oh, this is like an interesting art style. It's like painted almost. Yeah, it almost looks like, so like in Full Metal Panic, for anyone that's read the Full Metal Panic light novel series, especially the classic editions, I've talked about this on YouTube before in a video. They've got these like beautiful colored pages. This is like the art style that reminds me of that, like this kind of like painting type style. This is cool. Be a historian. Art, the machines have attacked. The only way to defeat them is to join them. A young boy, Shio, sacrifices humanity to merge with a Gojin Zao, race of machines that can meld to the human body. Now cyborg Shio is the human race's last hope at survival in a world overrun by metal. Interesting. So this is a mecha anime, but it's like different because the machines are like merging with the human. That's a little bit different than something like Full Metal Panic that I was just talking about, which by the way, you should read. Full Metal Panic is a great light novel series. We're going to add this to the cart. Nice. We got $80. We're about to hit the halfway point, chat, so link more manga if you can. All right, let's see. This next one, Prison School. I've actually heard about Prison School. Parental advisory warning. Oh, it's a comedy. Prison. Oh, wait a minute. I'm thinking of like High School DxD or something like that. I think that's the one that I'm thinking of. But Prison School. I feel like I've watched a video that talks about this. On the outskirts of Tokyo stands Hachi Mitsu Private Academy, a storied all-girls boarding school for elite young women full of potential and good Excuse me? Good. Wait a minute. Potential and what? What are we talking about now? What is this about? I see now why this is a 18 and up. For the first time in the school's long history, boys are being allowed to enroll. Only 5 boys make the cut. Ah, I see. This is interesting, and we're adding it to the card. All right, Tropic of the Sea. I've never heard of this either. What is this? It's a drama fantasy manga released in 2013. Pretty art. I like the blue. Interested about this, like, you might want to get that checked out by a doctor, though, I will say. Strange tradition. Once every 60 years, they receive an egg from a mermaid. Egg matures, his family dutifully returns it to the sea, where the whole process is then repeated. And in exchange, the mer people bless the coastal town with beautiful catches of fish and calm seas. Father is lured away from tradition towards modern propriety. Prosperity? I've said that word wrong. The egg into a tourist trap. What will happen to the promise they made to the mermaid generations long ago? Tropic of the Sea includes a dozen black and white art plates from the original release, plus a 5-page essay written by Con Knight. Oh, so this is a super old series. So this was originally made in 1999, but this is like a remake of that series made in 2013. Oh, cool. Detailing his transition from the manga industry to the animation business. Oh, I wonder if this has an anime then. I guess not. Yeah, no anime. The creator passed away. Oh my gosh. So this is basically like a tribute to it. You have $10 on you? Let me offer you an experience. You know what? Say less, my friend. Adding it to the list. Skip Beat. I've seen this one come up when I was working at the bookstore. I asked somebody about it that was buying it because they were buying like a random, what is going on here? There's a lot of things happening right now. Grudge. She looks powerful. When I asked someone like what this was about, like they didn't really like give me an answer. So I don't really know like what it is. Casting her out now that she's famous. Won't suffer in silence. She's going to get sweet revenge by... Oh, so it's a show business. It's a rom-com. So I guess the rom-com is between these two? No, I don't think it's show because this is a completely different character right here. Interesting. Let's add it to the cart. Skip Beat Volume 1. Made in 2006. Okay, so it's a little bit older. Junji Ito's Cat Diary Yon and Mu. Collector's Edition. Now, Junji Ito, legendary mangaka. Absolutely legendary in terms of horror, like thriller, like type deals. This is slice of life, funny horror. Interesting. There's a cat on it, so that makes sense why Maki recommended it. The collector's edition, a hardcover edition with glow in the dark artwork. Say less. I'm in. Nothing spookier than a silent feline, eyes glinting, stalking you in the night in your own home. Master of Horror Junji Ito turns his twisted eye on his own life of this comedic graphic memoir about becoming a cat owner. Now reissued in a deluxe hardcover featuring an exclusive interview with Ito and the new cover illustration by the author that glows in the dark. The perfect gift for the slightly twisted cat lover in your life. For those of you that don't know, I like cats. Don't own one because... well, this apartment doesn't allow cats, but I like cats. I feel like this is going to be really, really funny. Like this is basically like Junji Ito's life as a cat owner. So like, how could you go wrong with that? The Girl from the Other Side. Whoa. Did this come out recently? No, 2017. I was going to say, I feel like this came out recently. Once upon a time, in a land far away, there were two kingdoms. The outside where twisted beasts roamed that they could curse with a touch, and the inside where humans lived in safety and peace. The girl and the beast should never have met, but when they do, a quiet fairy tale begins. This is a story of two people, one human, one inhuman, who linger in the hazy twilight that separates night from day. A fantasy mystery, supernatural by 7 Seas. Interesting. Nagabe. This is a cool art style. This is spooky. We're going to add this to the cart. Really helps that I'm a Right Stuff member so that I can get, you know, just a couple more bucks off. Hey, wait. I need to interject real quick. So I just slid in the card, The Girl from the Other Side. And at the time, I knew nothing about this series, truly. But recently, somebody in our Discord posted the OVA trailer that was recently announced for this manga's anime adaptation. If you want to join the Discord, link in the description below. And I just want to say that I'm so excited to read this. The OVA for the trailer was incredible. Like, still, I haven't read this yet, but oh my god, I'm so excited to like jump into the series. I just want to say that right now because that OVA trailer was crazy. You should go watch it and talk about it in the Discord with us. Anyways, back to the video. Very, very cool. 12 things. We've got a good variety of different things. A lot of old stuff, some comedies, some slice of life, some novels in there, some good bloodlines in there. There's some good stuff. I mean, there's so many like different series that you can get into and start looking at. Rosario Vampire. It's a rom-com, fan service, harem, school. Oh, I'm in. Let's see if Rosario plus Vampire. No! Volume 1 out of stock. You can get separate versions. Do they have like other versions of Volume 1? I mean, this is cool. I mean, it's a harem, so like, I'm into it. You should read this series, chat, if you ever get the chance. Frieren Beyond Journey's End. This is kind of slower. So this is like more of your kind of slice of life pace, but it's in a fantasy setting. But this is like one of my favorite series to read right now. I own the first 2 volumes. I read these like all within a day. I had them both and I read them both like pretty much in one sitting. This is a story about this character right here, Frerin, and she goes on a journey essentially, and she kind of understands like time and life. Her members of her crew, her members of her journey, you know, this is post journey. I mean, they're all passing away because elves live longer than like most other beings. So it's a good story of like trying to relive those experiences. So I probably did a horrible job. That's like on the fly trying to say it, but Melon Man bringing in Battle Angel Alita Manga Volume 1. Interesting. This is a 2021, so this is fairly new. My love for dystopia is pretty epic. I actually prefer this over the movie. Battle Angel Alita. I sadly can't get Volume 1. It's out of stock. The Ruby. Oh, Dino, you've been raving about Ruby all night. From the booster boxes that we opened of Rent-A-Girlfriend and My Hero, the Weiss Schwartz, now the Ruby manga. Let's add it to the cart. I've heard all about the Ruby. Well, I haven't like really heard what the Ruby series is about. I've heard like there's so many people that like the Ruby series. This is actually super good art. I actually really like this. But this, I mean, these preview images right here like look really good. I mean, wait, is this it's like a gun axe type thing? There were some series. Let's go back to the series that we that weren't on Right Stuff to see if we could maybe find on like Amazon. Let's see. Let's go Pet Shop of Horrors Volume 1. This is an old series. Yeah, log out. It should be good. Paperback? Is there paperback options? Okay. I mean, I don't mind buying used, especially for an older manga like this. It's 39 bucks. This one is 17. Used, very good. Edition in excellent condition. Very good. Okay, so this is probably one that I'd be able to do. Battle Angel Alita Volume 1. Let's see if we can get Volume 1. Okay, we can get this one. Let's look at the used. $7. The condition. I mean, not the greatest pictures, but it looks fine. Chat, we are going to go over the manga that we're buying. All right, chat, here we go. This is what we've got. This is the final, because we're about $200 now. We might be a little bit over, but that's just because we jumped over to Amazon. I don't mind paying like $2 extra from my bank account to finish this off. But we got Ruby manga. This is Volume 1 of Ruby. We got The Girl from the Other Side, which looks very spooky. Junji Ito's Cat Diary Collector's Edition. This is a funny one. I've never even heard of this. I know like people love Junji Ito and people talk about Junji Ito all the time, but I've never heard about this. I've never ever heard about this. Skip Beat. I've seen a lot of people buy this, but nobody's really told me what this is about, so this will be interesting. Tropic of the Sea. I've never heard of this, but it looks kind of interesting as a drama. Prison School, which I would say is the most interesting of the ones that we've been recommended. Wak Wak Manga Volume 1. Very curious about this. This looks kind of cool, the cool art style. Kind of a mecha anime. I'm interested in Tropic of the Sea. You can buy it right now at Right Stuff Anime. It's in stock. And if Right Stuff Anime ever wants to sponsor me, I could maybe get a code for you all. Is Prison School good? No idea if Prison School is good or not, but I'm going to find out if Prison School is good because somebody recommended it to me and I put it in the cart. Nekomonogatari Black Cattail novel. This is like the first novel of the series. Star Trek Ultimate Edition manga for $5. You get the first 3 volumes of the Star Trek manga. Obviously, got to throw it in there. Restaurant to Another World Volume 1. The Super Sentai Himitsu Sentai Gorengor manga omnibus volumes. The Power Rangers Before Power Rangers. Saint Young Men. I've heard this is really funny. And then Witch Hat Atelier, which is a beautiful manga that I've heard about. And I've gotten a glimpse at some of them. And then a couple other ones that we had to go out of Right Stuff to find because they weren't in stock. We got Pet Shop of Horrors Volume 1 and Battle Angel Alita Volume 1, the Loot Crate Edition. I don't know what the Loot Crate Edition is all about, but also I have a Right Stuff order that just shipped, that just started shipping to me. Speaking of Right Stuff Anime, it is totally not this order that we're about to buy right now. I actually have 2 Right Stuff order packages in transit already, which include 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I have 13 volumes of manga and light novels already being shipped to my house, and we're gonna add 10, 11, 12 more volumes of light novel and such being added. So chat,
thank you so much for watching this YouTube video. We did stream this live on Twitch, so if you want to go check it out, twitch.tv/AtrociousGameplay. Check out these videos over here, and I'll see you in the next video. I've got a couple good things lined up, so make sure to stay tuned.